because we want to go back where we were last year. We want to win it all.
You gotta love it.
VMAG is just everywhere.
It's great. It's great.
It's so dirty! I love Texas! That's how it is.
2 yards into the wind with the wind behind him now. It's a low snap, but it's away, and Richmond gets a booming kick away. Driving, fades back inside the.
Richmond is one of those guys that, come in as a walk-on, took over a scholarship, came in as a freshman, and probably the coaches didn't see a whole lot of chance for him, and I guess most of the players probably as well. And he worked extremely hard throughout the offseason, kicked the ball every single day, probably a couple times, and lifted as much as he possibly could, and has really developed and probably one of the best kickers in the nation.
Richmond he's a good guy too. He's really strong in his faith, and I respect him a lot. He's helped me out a lot with my faith, and I have a lot of respect for Richmond and what he stands for.
I actually played against him in high school. He was the kicker for Garland, and actually I think he knocked us out of the playoffs one year. So kind of took me a while to forget him for that. But no, he's also a great guy. Sat at our table a couple times this year, team meals and stuff like that. And he is really very inspirational guy, very spiritual, and one of the team leaders in that regard.
I'm always talking noise and talking smack about who's more important, special teams or the defensive line. He's a big kidder, and he's goofy, and he's just loose. He's just goofy, one word to describe him.
I'm a holder. A lot of times I hold for him, so we got a little bit of a relationship there too. But I was always impressed with Richmond with just the power of his foot, man, because he can get paid with that. Like, he can consistently kick it, 50, 60 yarders, and then on kickoff he kicks it out of the end zone. So, and even when he punts and he gets a hold of it, he can really let it go. So he's just a real impressive athlete.
Richmond is probably the strongest Christian on our team. Richmond always has good advice for you. He'll tell you what the Bible tells you to do, and he'll tell you what's the good thing to do. And it's good to have a guy like that around.